Number 25 for Wits and Brains with Casey and Catherine. What are we talking about today? We are talking about slap on that dang lip gloss and go. I am going to do something and say something that's going to piss a lot of women off, but there's research behind it. There is research that says if you wear lipstick, you'll make more money.
Yes.
Right. I know you get pissed. Every time I say it to someone, they get pissed, but I only say things that are backed by science, and that's one of them. And so here we go. We're going to talk about this. All right, Casey, do you wear lipstick?
So it all depends. I always wear lip gloss, but if I do my face up for once, and not just wear eye makeup, I do wear lipstick. However, when I won't say how old, but back in 2011, my mentor said to me, put on your lip gloss. And I'm like, what? We were sitting in her car and we were about to go into a meeting. And she said, just trust me. So when we come back out, I said, okay, that was great. But what was up with the lip gloss thing? And she said, because if you wear lip gloss, you will seal the deal and make more money. And I just trusted her as a mentor. So from that point forward, it just stuck in my head. Had no idea science backed it.
It does. I am a lip gloss, lipstick, lip blah, 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 everything obsessed. I mean, literally, if you could walk into my coaching training room here, I am obsessed with lipstick.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's tons of it right around me. And so I have found the power of the lip gloss and lipstick. I think what it is people pay attention. So if you are a woman in a conference room, this has nothing to do with being sexy. It has nothing to do with that. But it's the one thing that you can do that if you're in a room of gentlemen that they can't, well, they can, but they can't do. It's the one thing. So I take advantage of it. I have lipstick and lip gloss all over my world.
Yeah. So funny thing, one of my first businesses was called Heaven on Earth, and I made chapstick with essential oils. And just a little tip for everyone out there, most lip balm, we'll call it, including the actual chapstick brand, have alcohol in their lip balm. So if you wear lip gloss, lipstick, anything on your lips, if it has alcohol in it, it's going to make you want to put more on because it's actually drying out your lips.
Brilliant.
So there's your little skincare tip for the day. However, with these chapsticks, lip balms that I made, I have one in my office, one in the living room, one in my bedroom, one in my car, one in my purse. I hate not having it. It's like it gives me anxiety not to have it.
Yeah, I understand. I am obsessed with it because I feel like it gives me a little bit of an edge and it gives me power and I stand out. And in business, I will, I mean, right now, if you tell me, hey, stick a fork in your head and it grew my business, I might listen to it and think about it. So just do whatever gives you that edge. And if you don't want it, then don't do it. I'm not sitting here lipstick police or anything. I'm just telling you what science says.
Yeah. So you want to make more money.
Right. So you have to get up and go.
Yes.
Think about this. Get up and go. How many times a week, Casey, would you say that you would rather just stay in that bed and not get up and go, but you still do?
Well.
Confession time for Casey.
So that's a difficult question for me because I'm a get up and go kind of girl.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Now, there are definitely days where like today in Maryland, it's blah outside. So I didn't really want to get up and go this morning, but I did. And, all was good. But I would say definitely on the weekends, I don't get up and go. And typically Monday mornings, I struggle with getting up and going, especially when it's football season. So, well, with that being said, Monday and Tuesday mornings, because I'm usually up late watching Monday night.
Right. Right. I'll tell you, there are times I'm the same as you. I can get myself up and go. I
Mhm.
mean, if there's a meeting at 4 a.m., I can get up and go. It's just business. Business is not for the weak. But there are things I don't feel like getting up and going to do that have to deal with business. But I'm telling you, those are usually the money makers.
Yeah. I
Hands
have a
down.
thing where, like, for example, the other night, I was taking a class that was on the West Coast. So of course I had to stay up later, and all of me was like, oh, I don't want to do it. Well, I actually, now that I think of it, I did slap on some lip balm and
There you go.
sat in front of my computer and I
Yeah.
did it. And I always say to myself, if you don't want to do something, that's when you need to do it the most.
It's
And I
like,
got so much out of that class.
yes, that's another thing I noticed too. Those things, those meetings, those whatever that you're kind of thinking, oh,
Mhm.
slap on the lip gloss and go.
Yeah.
So next week I focus on all of my international clients. And that is a messed up hours.
Yeah.
And so I dedicate like 3 weeks out of the year that is just for that. Even though
Wow.
I meet them, it's just for that. So if I have to do a training, overseas or whatever, and I've got to sit in this room with this Zoom or whatever, and it may be in the middle of the night, but I gotta look like I've been, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So I absolutely understand the slap the lip gloss and go, because you
Yeah.
have to get up and do those things that are uncomfortable. But that's how I serve my clients.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
actually, I mean, I'm meeting with someone who's on the East Coast this evening, but because of schedules and deadlines, we have to meet late and we'll probably get done at about 1 in the morning. So it's the beauty, but also the not so great side of being an entrepreneur. Like, you can make that schedule, but then sometimes it does call for you to switch up your sleep schedule and just grind it out.
I've been hired before to do trainings at large corporations, whatever. And the reason is I would also work with their second and third shift.
So important.
And they could not find anyone to do anything past 3 o'clock. And so I would get the gig because, yes, your second shift is this to this, I'll be there. The
Yeah.
third shift is this, I'll be there. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I absolutely slap that lip gloss on. Go, go, go.
Yeah. I have a client where, once a month we meet Tuesday nights and we're usually not done till between 8:30 and 9. And then, another day out of the month, I'm there bright and early at 9 a.m. to be in the office with them. And I mean, you have to do what you have to do and got to slap it on and go. Like, for me, it's not only about making money, it's about exposing yourself to different things that can help you grow. And
Yes.
again, not just money wise, but like for me, actually being, boots on the ground with people in their space, because technically I can do all of my stuff virtually, but being on the ground, with them and seeing what they do helps me serve them so much better.
It really does. And it sets you apart from the other consultants that do the marketing. It
Yeah.
sets me apart from the other business consultants and the coaches because, well, first of all, I like what I do. And you know what? This is about being a servant.
Yeah.
And I recently just said that, like this week, I said that to a client of mine. I go, well, I'm here to remind you, I'm serving you.
Hmm.
And they're like, wow, okay. No, that's what that's what business is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for hiring me. Now I will serve you. So, and no one is coming to save the day. If it's you, it's your lip gloss, and you're there to serve and do your business wisely.
Yes. So what are some things that you do personally to keep yourself able to just get up, put your lip gloss on and go?
You know what? Right now, I'm really lucky. I have a client list that I like.
That's always
You
good.
know, it is. It is. Let's get honest, because especially when you're starting out, you're kind of grabbing at anybody. Please, $5. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Yeah.
And then you learn. You know what? I work better with this type of client than this type of client. So right now I've got that. But I'm telling you, I am serious about my health. I'm serious because um, we've all had things that have happened in the last whatever years that
Mhm.
like reminds you, hey, I'm not 12 anymore.
What a
I'm 13.
concept.
I might mentally act like I'm 12, but I'm not 12 anymore. But healthy is important.
Yeah.
And I do things that make me happy. Maybe that's the main one. If we're talking about self-care, do things make you happy? There you go. You won't believe the energy you'll have. And I've had clients, because I have clients like on a regular every week basis, where say we're done at 8 o'clock on a Thursday. And they have said to me, wow, you got a lot of energy. Did you drink like a pot of coffee before me? And I'm like, no, this meeting makes me happy.
Oh, that's
Uh,
awesome.
yeah, they're doing this, what we're doing right here. Like we both said when we got on here today, we're like, woo, we're so glad to see each other.
Yeah.
So it makes me happy. This is easy and fun because it makes me happy. So what
Yeah.
kind of things do you do to stay alive, Casey?
So I have learned to appreciate the pause and the downtime. So with me being in a creative position, I have to take time to just really pause. So I have recently started doing yin yoga 3 days a week, which for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it really helps you. First of all, it's only just a handful of poses for about an hour, and you hold them for like 3 to 5 minutes, and it allows your nervous system to just really chill out, which I need because I have to be creative. And when like my nervous system is like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? I can't be creative. So I definitely do some things that require me to slow down. And then I do a lot of things that don't allow me to think. So like coloring, it's scientifically proven that because of the parts of the brain it requires, you can't really think about other things. You focus on the coloring. So I do that. I do diamond paintings to just allow myself to calm down. And I love experiences. Like the other day, I took time out of my busy day. I had a meeting with a gentleman who owns a Peruvian restaurant. And after our meeting, I said, okay, I'm eating lunch here. I need to know, what is it that you would eat if you were in Peru? And I ordered that dish, ate it, and I was just happy because I got to learn the history of it. I got to ask them about, the ingredients in it. So stuff like that, like really gets me excited. So for me, the more I get to have a certain experience, the more that opens me up to other experiences. And then the more happy and joyful I am because it fulfills so many different parts of my life. Like, not only am I a foodie, but I love learning about cultures and things of that nature. So it just helps me all around.
Yes, if I could travel 24 hours a day, I could be that person.
Yes.
I could be that person. Easy, like not even hard. I could right now grab my beach bag and probably survive 3 months off of that.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. This has been a fun podcast today. And I'll tell you what, because I feel like this was a very, very human one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So next time we are talking about the manila folders of your life. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
All right, Casey and Kathy, letting you go and subscribe.